Hi, I'm Archie Luxury and welcome to the program. Today I'd like to talk about changing fashions. That's right, changing fashions. And what I'm really talking about is the way in which a piece can be so trendy, so beautiful, and then within a decade it becomes an absolute dog, a piece of shit. And this is what I want to talk about. And I mean, have a look at this ad here for the Cartier Panther. And I mean, this here just tells you why I love the piece so much. You know, for starters, it looks like it's a train carriage. It's a Pullman from the Orient Express. So anything to do with railways and that there, I automatically love. It's got a beautiful logo on the train, and it's this ad is from the early 90s, and if you remember the 90s, everything was the art of. Honda was the art of automotive excellence, and BMW was the ultimate driving machine, and Cartier was the art of being unique, and Mont Blanc was the art of, it's always the art of, and this ad here, Cartier, the art of being unique. Well, it's not that fucking unique now, is it? 15 years later, and the thing is a piece of fucking shit. But anyhow, let's get back to the, you look at the ad here, and, you look at the ad, and this is why I fell in love with the Cartier Panther. It says, Cartier, the Panther watch. Sensual, sleek, with the noblest of pedigrees. The Panther watch by Cartier. Extra slim, contoured case, water resistant, intricately linked bracelet with folding buckle and concealed clasp. Cartier's symbolic feline here, interpreted with boldness and grace. Resolutely contemporary, the Panther watch. Time held in willing captivity. And, yep, that was the ad, and, what a fucking dog that watch turned out to be. I mean, that ad is from the early 90s, and the fancy Pullman carriage, and, that just sucked me all into that brand. But, I mean, seriously, let's have a look at it. Well, by modern standards, I've got the large size Cartier Panther. It takes an 18mm bracelet, far too small. It's, what does it say there? It says extra slim contoured case. Well, slim contoured is out of fashion, not wanted at all. Water resistant, well, yeah, that's okay. Intricately linked bracelet with folding buckle and concealed clasp. Yeah, that's okay. But, I mean, the watch is so dated, and this is what's gone wrong. It was so fucking sexy, so trendy, and now it's a fucking dog. I can't even sell the fucking thing. I got a mint one on eBay. I can't even sell it for fucking $860. The fucking Israeli prick who bid on my auction, the fucking asshole, is a bad buyer. He's a deadbeat bidder. And, there you have it. It's gone from being a super, super sexy piece to being an absolute fucking dog. And that's what happens with fickle fashion watches. And I got to be honest, the Cartier Panther, the Panther came out 1 year after the Santos relaunch. Santos came out in 78, 77, 78. Panther came out a year later. And Panther was only ever a quartz piece. And it's got the kiss of death. I mean, now, for collectors, quartz, slim, ultra slim, it's fucking dog. It's a piece of shit. Nobody fucking wants it. It's dated. It's out of style. And that's completely it. Look at that. That's an iconic piece which is fucking not wanted. It's a dog. And, I mean, you look at a Rolex. Rolex was never a fashion piece. They haven't tried to follow trends. And that's the big thing. You look at pieces like the Patek Philippe Calatrava. Well, Calatrava has never been super trendy. It's always been desired and loved, but it's never been a fashion fickle sort of piece. And it's just remained constant. Even pieces like the Jaeger LeCoultre Reverso. I mean, they're just, iconic. Whereas the Cartier always changes to the trends. They release something. So the original Panther came out late 70s, had the 80s, had the 90s, and then boop, it's gone. It's no longer made. I think about year 2000 they ditched it. And that's what happens. These pieces here, they're very, very in when they're, you know, they're the latest model and they're trendy and this and that, but they drop like fucking stones. And the values, my God, I can't even give this piece of shit away for $860. I mean, fuck, Archie the dealer bought it for just over $1,000. He had it serviced, put a box with it. It owes him about $1,100, and he can't even get $860 on the flea for it. And I mean, Jesus Christ, that's nasty. And that's what's happened. It's turned from being a classic starter-y, you know, very, very, very elegant piece to being an utter piece of fucking shit. So there you have it. That's from being a new, highly desired piece to being an absolute piece of shit. I'm Archie Luxury. Tell me your story.